Hey guys, welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to do a follow-up review on the Powersmart snowblower. So last year we reviewed the Powersmart 212cc 26-inch snowblower, and we also reviewed the Powersmart 250cc 26-inch snowblower. This one actually comes with a Briggs & Stratton motor. That one has no name. This has a running light with heated grips. The light on this runs off AAA batteries. So there's definitely some good stuff and some bad stuff. You know, that I think that's the key to a real honest review after you've used a product for a while. Is there good? Is there bad? Is it all good? Is there any bad? So we're going to kind of really dive into it. I think my first take review videos, you know, really went over using them and working these things to the max. You know, right now I can honestly say both machines have been used about 100 times within between last winter and up until now. You know, we're what, January 25th 2024. So we haven't had a ton of snow here in New York this year, so they've only been used a little bit, but the little bit I used them this year has rounded them off to right around 100 times each. So let's get into it. Powersmart sent me both of these for reviews. Now the first one they sent me was this 212cc. I will say, you know, first take, feels like a great machine. They are pretty lightweight, okay? This can be a good thing and a bad thing. If you got a lot of heavy snow, they do want to ride up because they're not heavy like other brands have, just heavier gauge steel, and they're heavier. If you're doing snow removal jobs, which that's what I was doing with them, I was working these like an industrial machine, guys. I was clearing driveways and sidewalks, and I was pushing these things to the limit. They're nice, in my opinion, to get in and out of the truck because they are so light. You can almost pick it up and just put it in there without ramps if you absolutely had to. Now with the 212, I had one job that had a gravel driveway, and every now and then a rock would get caught in the second impeller back there. And what that ended up doing was kind of denting and cracking this house. I don't want to say cracking because it never cracked and split, but it put a nice dent all the way up around here. I was worried that was going to happen, so I actually riveted a piece of metal across here, and that stabilized it, and I had no more issues. When this did that though, it put a crack up through the plastic here, and I actually riveted a piece of plastic from a busted up garbage can to do that repair. I didn't do any videos on it though. I just didn't. It was like, oh crap, I gotta fix this because we had more storms last year. So you know, a couple things there. The other thing with this unit is I had the cable break year one. These are kept undercover in the carport. They're not out in direct weather. Unless there's a storm, then they're riding around in the bed of the truck. Oh, and this year I pulled the cord and it broke. That's going to happen. That's like normal wear and tear. I am going to do a video on replacing the cord on this though, for anybody that needs help with that. I'll have that video here, and I might have it on my other channel, Kyle's Chainsaw Rescue, where we are working on small engines and things, so you guys can, you know, get help with chainsaws and stuff. So that's kind of it with this. Nothing crazy. I mean, if you got a paved driveway and you're a homeowner, you know, is it a bang for your buck? I think you've got to make that call yourself. You know, this doesn't have heated grips. The light runs off AAA batteries. It is lightweight though. I felt like it was easy to maneuver around. Don't get me wrong. I'm 190 pounds and I'm 6'1". Okay, so if you are a smaller person, if you're not very strong, any snowblower isn't going to be super easy to maneuver, but this is lighter weight than most. So that's kind of all I got there. If you guys have a question, please feel free to comment and ask below, guys. We're also going to get into Powersmart customer service. I do have to share that. I think it's important for companies, you know, to share how their customer service is and, you know, touch base, especially as far as reviews go. We'll get to that though. So the Powersmart 250cc 26-inch, this thing with the Briggs & Stratton motors. I love Briggs & Stratton motors. I really do, guys. All the mowers I've ever had that have been Briggs & Stratton, I've never had any issues. Nothing major. I don't know. I just like Briggs & Stratton motors. I have had zero issues with this motor. This machine will fire up right now, and it sat out here in the last snowstorm, which turned to rain, to ice, and now we're 40 degrees and it's all melted. I'd put money on it that this machine would fire right up. It's been in my truck through that same storm last year. No issues. As far as this machine goes, what have we had to do with it? Cable broke. Can't get the chute to work or stay low. No big deal. I tied it down, right? Cables break. I believe you can find cables on Amazon for these. You know, I believe it is on the exact same platform as the 212. Like, this whole area looks the same. The auger looks the same. This all looks to be built the same. The metal seems to be the same. And I had the same problem here while doing a gravel driveway. Stone came up, made a crease. So I just fixed it here. It cracked the plastic as well when that crease happened, so we riveted some new plastic in, just holding it together. You know, oh, the other thing with this, the electric start no longer works. So after 100 uses, 1 year, the electric starter no longer works. It still works on this one. Pull cord is still intact. Let's see. I don't think I've had any other issues. This thing, I was super happy with this. I mean, for a 250cc 26-inch cut, once they sent me this for a review, this was doing the second half of the jobs, right? So we put 100 jobs, 100 uses on that, and then I put 100 uses on this. So as you're seeing, these are the things that have failed, right? After roughly a year and a half, 100 uses. Sorry guys, not trying to ramble, but I am. So this was the big, here's the big crack inside, right? We riveted plastic. But here is the big major factor on this. This was the overall best machine in my opinion, up until the last storm, right? Heated grips, LED lights, cool thing, ran like a top, no issues with that motor. I was in a customer driveway doing snow removal, and that is an axle snapped right off. Now, haven't got in there to look, I haven't tipped it up, pulled the cover off the bottom, but this looks as though a pin goes through the axle to keep something in place. So they drilled straight through the axle in their design, and this is busted right off. Really disappointing. I was in a customer driveway working this thing in a storm, which actually was about 4, maybe 5 inches of light snow, not even heavy pack, light snow. And all of a sudden the tires went just like that. And I was like, what the heck? And I grabbed it, and this tire came right out. Pulled the other one out, and then I proceeded to just back my truck up, and I had to flip the whole thing in, finish that driveway by hand because I didn't have 2 snowblowers with me. So that was super fun. So I said we were going to talk about Powersmart customer service. Now, when they sent me these for review, in that first year, this cable broke. I made a video about replacing it. They sent me that cable right out. What do you need, right? And they hooked me up, and we got that squared away. Now it's year 2, right? We're past the reviews. I have reached out to them through Instagram. I've reached out to them through email. I've called their phone number. Nobody answers. I just wanted to get a new cable through them and a new axle. I did not want these things for free. That's not what I was asking for. What I actually asked them was, where can I order these parts? Where can I purchase replacement parts, right? Because if you follow me, I'm the kind of guy, I want to show you guys how to fix these problems so you can keep your machine going, maintain your machine, right? Keep it running, fix it yourself. That's my theory. Save yourself some cash. Let's fix it together. I have had no response. No response whatsoever from them. It's a real bummer because honestly, I was pretty happy with the Powersmart 250cc. I was happy with the 212. I mean, it held its own. It did what it had to do. And I would still run these machines, to be honest. If I can get an axle, I will fix this thing in a cable, and I will run this thing. Even the 212, we're going to put a new ripcord on that, and we're still going to run this machine. I might even sell it. I don't know. But that's where I'm at. Take it or leave it, you know. Roughly 100 uses. Last year we had a lot of snow, so these worked hard. Do I recommend this to you guys at this point or not? Right? Because there's a lot of pros and just a lot of no, I don't know. Hopefully you guys can watch this video and it'll help you out if you're, you know, thinking about this unit. I'm not trying to drag them through the mud. I wish their customer service was better, because honestly, up until the point where I could not get parts, I was happy using these machines. You know, so there it is, guys. That's my my follow-up review on the Powersmart snowblowers. We're going to do a video fixing the ripcord on this guy, and I am still going to search for an axle on this one and a new cord, I keep saying cord, new cable for this one. That one does need a ripcord, but we need a new cable for the chute here, new chute cable. And we're going to see about this axle. If I can't get an axle, I got a buddy that does metal fabrication. I might have him make me something, or just cob job weld this thing up and beef it up. And I will still use that machine if I can do it. And if I can't get that axle repaired or replaced, well, I'm thinking we might yank that motor out, and I might have another project for it. I kind of want to build something the kid can ride on, so we might transition this motor into something else. We'll see what happens. And I hope this video helps you out, guys. Again, I'm not trying to bash Powersmart. It is what it is, you know.
I will say, if Powersmart watches this, customer service is key for a big business. I feel like that's something they should know already. But if you're a big business, you make products like this, customer service should be one of your top priorities.
Don't forget, I will try to tag it here or at the end, or go back and look for it. We're going to be giving away a Steel MS 170 February 3rd. You're going to want to find the video for a chance to enter. So be sure to check out that, guys. Check out my other channel, Kyle's Chainsaw Rescue, as well. That just got over 1,000 subs. We are close to hitting the amount of view hours we need to start getting commercials on that. So you can always help me grow that channel, as well as that channel is going to turn into the channel where we do more repairs and more small engine stuff. I think I'm going to, you know, kind of work away from doing a lot of that here on Kyle Hall Woodworker and start transitioning more of this sort of stuff to that channel as it grows and as we get more followers. So yeah, anyway, that's all I got, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. Appreciate you watching, and check out some videos popping up. See you guys later. Bye.